Throwback music.
Young boy, 18, by the name of Casey. He was in and out of trouble. Familiar face of the.
Welcome back to Quarter Water TV. We got another one. And since I've been covering the Corey Holcomb Boyce Watkins disagreement, we ain't gonna call it beef because it really ain't beef. You know what I mean? But we're gonna call it a disagreement. Since I've been covering it, I gotta cover them squashing whatever disagreements they had on Willie D's live. Let's get to it. And shout out to them black men for doing, showing people how to de-escalate situations when it's really not that deep. Let's get to it. Water Gang.
One of those, and Boyce, you kicked it off with your comments. What I want to know is, what did you think was going to happen if you? What did you think was going to happen dropping that comment about Corey? And on top of that, you said you didn't like him, but I also know that you are a fan of Corey Holcomb. Like, I am. What was going on in your mind?
It was mixed feelings, man. I'll start from the beginning and say, it sounds contradictory to say this, but Corey's one of my favorite comedians, actually. I like the honesty. You know what I mean? And I think that particular comment triggered me a little bit because I'm very protective of black women in general. I think that I feel like there's a lot of guys online, man, that just say things, man, that are not helpful to women and children, man. And I think that definitely triggered me. And I have to be 100% honest and say that, when the time that I did meet Corey, I can't say I got good energy. But he's right. I didn't say anything about it at the time. And I think that over time, it's allowed me to kind of process who I am. I'm a fighter. You know what I mean? Like, I do that. And you've been caught in the middle of other times, man, where, like when I went out to Houston and we were talking about Kwame Brown and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And so it's a mix, man. It's like sometimes, you're supposed to keep your mouth shut and not say everything, but then sometimes you just say it. And what happens is that it can sound like you have one feeling about a person when it's usually mixed. There's not a single person that I can think of that even people I admire the most. I admire Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X more than anybody else. But if you was to ask me to really tell the truth about what I think about them, I could find negative things to say, right? So it sounds contradictory to people for me to say Corey's one of my favorite comedians. When I found out you and him were such good friends, that made me respect him more because I respect you, and also it led me to accept the fact that I probably misjudged him based on that one interaction. And for that I do apologize because I don't think that was appropriate.
Right, that's big. And shouts out to Kwame Brown, man, good dude. Corey, how did you hear about those comments that the Boyce made?
Well, the gossip police is everywhere. The gossip police, you don't duck nothing on this internet. You say something, it's gonna get back to somebody, even if you're the type of person who think you can ignore stuff that people bring to you. Because I tell my friends, don't tell me about something bad that somebody said about me on the internet. But it's coming. If you say something, it's coming, especially if you're somebody who people watch. The information will be delivered into your ear one way or another.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But I want to say this, Willie, when you called me about everything that was happening, I kind of stopped you while you was talking, and I said we should do this on air. And the reason I said we should do this on air, because I am aware that there are literally a lot of young people in this world who have no idea how to de-escalate things. So that is the main reason I said, yo, let's do this on the air. Because that's what I said, right? I was like, let's do it on the air. I think it'll be good for the culture. I mean, we all are old enough to de-escalate something. And like I said this when I was talking on the internet. I don't take stuff like that personally because everything we put on the internet belongs to the game. It belongs to the game. Willie D, any picture of you on the internet, Mr. Watkins, any picture of you on the internet, anything we do, like proposing, whatever we do on the internet, it belongs to the game and it'll be dissected by the game. Whether it's good things people say or it's bad things people say, everything we do is going to be dissected. That's why I'm glad we did this like we're doing it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I believe it's positive.
Yeah. And the thing is that both of you guys, well, all three of us, we all are outspoken, right? Like, we don't bite our tongues, we don't mince words. And, you know, when things like this, you know, happen, what tends to happen oftentimes is people pick sides. And, you know, Boyce, you are a leader in our community. Corey, you are a leader. I'm a leader. Everybody is a leader in their own right, even people who are not famous. We're all leaders in our own right. Even if you're, I won't say just, but even if you're a bus driver, you're leading somebody, whether it be your children, you know, your wife, the kids, or kid on the bus. We're all leaders, and none of us are perfect. And so I think we have to get over the hump of looking at each other and with such a close microscope and thinking that we have to be like our ideas have to always align perfectly. Like, overall, I think if we care about, if we have the same objective, and that is to, you know, advance our, you know, Black community, you know, if same objective is to give information and instructions so people can navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world in the right way. Hey, you know, I'm cool with that. I don't think that any of us, I think that we have to stop holding each other. I think we should hold each other to a high standard, but not to a standard of perfection, because none of us are perfect.
Yeah, that's the type of shit I like to see. You feel what I'm saying? First of all, let me start off by saying this. Shout out to Willie D for even bringing these two together. You know, he saw something he ain't like, and he did something about it. You gotta respect that. Willie D is a legend. Shout out to Willie D. I'm gonna put the description to the whole video, and I'm gonna put the link in the description to the whole video. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I think. I respect both of them for you know, coming together, being able to talk civilly. And when y'all go back and watch the whole video, like the whole interview, you'll see the whole time Corey was being very respectful. He called Boyce Watkins, he was calling him Mr. Watkins, like the whole time, like addressing him, because I think Boyce is maybe a little older than Corey, like, you know what I'm saying? So he respected him, like. But you have to respect that two brothers, two Black men, and come together and, you know, squash a beef without, you know, well, squash a disagreement without it going too far, like. Because I know Boyce felt the way, because, you know, even though Corey wasn't taking jabs at his wife's name was mentioned, or not her name, but his wife was mentioned. You know how I go. You know how some people be sensitive about their family. I get it, like, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta respect two Black men coming together and squashing beef, squashing a disagreement without it being too, you know, going too far and taking it someplace it don't gotta go. So that's what I think. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to it. Water Gang.
Maybach music. Young boy.